So, there's a recent comic that covers episode 9, and before anyone says that Star Wars always had other media to cover the movies, doing more things that the movies didn't have time to do. You know, like the whole Clone Wars series, covering the prequels. Anyway, this redoes the final fight with Rey versus Palpatine. And look at this. Just every Jedi, all the Force Ghosts there, which... First off, that kind of makes me wonder, wait, when did the rest of y'all learn the Force Ghost move that Qui-Gon learned and taught to Yoda and Obi-Wan and Anakin? That's a funny thought, first of all. And somebody definitely watched that one edit that put all the Jedi there in that scene. But secondly, in regards to one of the Jedi there, Ahsoka is right there with the rest of them. Just, damn. This means that at some point in between the Ahsoka show and episode 7, well, specifically the prologue, which there's a novel of, she dies. Probably in Heir to the Empire. And this immediately got me thinking. In a past video, I talked about how they could make Luke's tragedy, well, more tragic by bringing in Mary Jane and the other Skywalker kids and still be alive. Let me give a recap here. The way I think she and the other Skywalker kids can be in canon. First, we gotta start with, Luke. I never had the issue of what happened to him between him and Ben Solo. I just didn't think it was tragic enough. So, things can start years back when they're in their prime. The Emperor pulls something that makes Luke think that Mara and the other 3 Skywalker kids that would have to be theirs, Anakin, Jaken, and Jaina, did something to make him think they were gone. He can't sense them at all, and he starts to lose hope. Then Ben Solo was born, and he started to get some hope back, because there's another one of the Skywalker bloodline. Then the Emperor happened, again. Then you speed up to what happened between Luke and Ben. Losing his own kids is why he would even think about considering that vision. Then he becomes the person we've seen in episode 8. You wouldn't really have to retcon anything. But really, Mara and the kids were in the world between worlds. But it was quick for them, but when they get out, years pass. By the time they get out, it's the end of episode 9. I did not consider putting Ahsoka into the equation. Ahsoka is basically Luke's older sister. Luke's and Leia's. But at that point of The Mandalorian, Ahsoka is the only one left alive that knew Anakin. She must have told Luke tons of stories about Anakin back in the day. Ahsoka is certainly an honorary Skywalker. If Ahsoka died right before Luke's eyes, that would definitely set Luke on the path for losing someone so close. They gotta make special editions for the sequels now. Like add this cool stuff from the comics. And add that scene that was cut of Luke mourning Han. Do all of this, have everything set straight. Before that next movie, there's a new one coming, Star Wars Starfighter, with Ryan Gosling. A new story set 5 years after episode 9. No joke, we're finally getting Star Wars content set in the current timeline, not the past. And I imagine special editions that just add a couple of scenes won't take as much time compared to redoing all the movies.